Welcome back, everyone. Look at the episode of Chaos has already started, and we haven't even said anything except hi, everyone.
I know. Well, my own little demonic poltergeist down here.
Aw, she's a little demon dog.
She is.
And
And I love her. Okay.
She's like, you're not paying attention, Mom.
She doesn't give a shit because she's playing with her puppy, but she's like, "Brrrah!" And it's like all around everything that could be thrown across.
I can't wait to see it just fly across the background.
Get over there.
Anyways, welcome back to another episode of Paranormal, everyone.
Oh, I'm going to turn this on, Chester. There we go.
I'm going to turn Harold on here in a few seconds, but I am your host, Rachel, with Harold. And then
you have Kaz and Chester and demonic demon puppy Evie, who's crash bashing around literally in the background. Chester's probably like, I'm so glad I'm sitting up here and not down there where she can get me because I don't want the demon dog.
I should probably turn the volume up on this thing. I don't know. Is that even up?
Oh, I don't even know if I have this turned on. Let's see.
Yeah.
It is.
All right.
And
so the boys can chat after their lovely weekend off. And
there you go, Chester. There you go. Have your say. Get out of here, Evie.
Are you boys excited to talk about tonight's topic?
Yes, you know about your
right
friends.
Up your alleys. Literally up your alleys.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. What do you think, boys? Do you even know what we're talking about today? No?
Dead
Nothing?
silent.
I know. Oh, we were executed. Okay. All right. Were you?
Also known as Kill Us Now.
Yeah. Is that how you both ended up possessing dolls? You were both executed?
Oh. Beverly.
Hi, Beverly. Beverly, there's rules here. We don't mind if you participate, but you have to give your last name. You can't just be like, hey. So if you have a last name, give it to us now.
Would you help?
I will help if you give me your last name. Misery. We were executed, Misery. We're off to a good start outside. Beverly's cool over there.
Just like the last time they were on, we were off to a good start on my side.
Well,
anyways, I was just saying.
I've been here 200 years.
I've been here 200 years. Does it feel like that already?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay. So you were executed. It was Misery, and you've been here 200 years. Okay, Chester. Well, that's all right.
There's not much new in the paranormal front. Not for us, at least. Still getting emails.
Well, there will be when this comes out. You guys will have done some stuff.
There will be because we are filming this week. So
when
this comes out, it'll be last week.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's going to air, but we'll figure that out.
We'll let you know next week.
It's planned.
It is planned.
Are you hearing me?
No, Beverly, we're not. Unless you're the one that talks all the time. Were you talking last time, Beverly? And again, what is your last name? And yes, we will help if you tell us your last name.
Mm-hmm.
Evie, why do you have to do it right on top of the tripod?
Because it needs to look like you are stuck in a earthquake.
Apparently. Just a magnitude number 5. Okay.
I can't wait to use that face. Anyways.
Yeah.
This is the dead don't rest.
No, neither do puppies.
No.
Actually, they do rest, just not when you want them to. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I'm putting her in a little pen, which means she will probably bark.
Aw, she's going in her timeout. Mine's sleeping in the living room for once, so that's nice. It's because
Wow.
Jay's home and she's in between both of us, so she's good.
Yes, we're here.
Yes, we're here. Great.
Pretty.
All right.
Activity.
All right. Let's see some activity.
Oh my god! Considering today's topic is poltergeist, and
Yeah.
it says, yes, we're here. They're
Evie's
here.
ready to go. Yes.
Activity. Look at it. They're like, okay, let's get this on the road. Let's
Exactly. They're like,
Real
girl, stop.
poltergeist.
Let's talk. Well, if you're here, you can open the cupboards behind me while I do this.
If one of them opened, I
moment.
would be like, well, this is the end of that.
You would imagine. All right. You can come out,
Lord.
but do not be the demon dog. Go
Well,
play.
she will be, because that's who she is. She's in her
Mhm.
toddler phase. But anyways, yes, today's topic is poltergeists. And we're all going to talk about poltergeists, right, Harold and
Go.
Chester?
Go.
Do
Yes.
you know what a poltergeist is, little boy?
No.
Or
What
Chester?
about you, Chester? Do you know what a poltergeist is? Oh. No? What's up with you two? You either talking or you're not.
I know. Anyways. All right, well,
He's dangerous.
He's dangerous.
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Kelsey's dangerous? Uh-oh, that's not
Mhm.
good. This thing's dangerous. What a
Somebody.
dog.
So you
Okay, stop.
bitch slapped across the face. She's teething, isn't she?
Yes,
Yeah,
she
I could
is.
tell. I could tell.
And she has 60,000 toys, but she's like, oh, your feet are so good for my teeth.
Well, yeah, because they're soft.
And she's a she, if that's what you meant, Chester. And she's not dangerous. She's just a
In
puppy.
heaven.
Oh,
In heaven.
ah, are you in heaven watching this? Skeletons? Skeletons in heaven?
No, the skeletons came out of the pool, Chester.
Oh, they did.
He's right on the ball tonight, literally.
He's like, I know, Poltergeist. I actually started watching Poltergeist the other day. What a shit movie that movie is. I mean, for its time, it was good, but I started watching, I'm like, this is terrible. Poltergeist 2, that's probably my favorite, but Poltergeist 1, I'm like, yeah, exactly,
I don't know
Edie.
anybody who's been sucked into a TV.
It's just, okay, I get that. I don't know when it came out. 80s?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get
No.
that.
Is it?
Was it early 90s?
Or
I don't
was
know.
it 70s? Late 7? No.
No, I think it was 80s. Was
Yes.
Yes, you will what? We didn't even ask your question.
He's on the ball. He's
Oh,
been
maybe
reading up.
he's like, yes, I will open the cupboards. He's only just got that message. Go ahead.
It's only
You
taking
can
that
open the
long.
cupboards. I realized when it was made, CGI was not a thing. So their super effects, special effects, are for the time period. So we have to be whatever. But just the storyline's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that it's an iconic thing, blah, 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 but
I'm a
not
woman.
very good. What?
I'm a woman. Are we having a bit of a
Oh,
gender crisis?
dear. Oh, God. Have you gone woke? Great. We're just trying to be inclusive to everyone. Well, I guess Beverly is a guy's name
Mhm.
as well. So maybe just
Yeah.
clarifying. Just for the record, you keep calling me a he, but I am, in fact, a woman. And Harold, is Harold actually, who knows?
I don't
Harold?
know. There's no gender
Exactly.
underneath that
So
cloth of his. It's just flat. there's
this whole time you're calling him
gas.
gas. This whole time you're calling him a him. Maybe not. That's me moving my camera. By the way, it is not a poltergeist.
I don't know about chests. I don't. Anyways, a poltergeist. So, a poltergeist is a type of paranormal phenomenon associated with physical disturbance rather than visible spirits or apparitions. Well,
That is a shapeshifter.
Oh, what?
there is a shapeshifter.
Okay.
we're talking about his parts.
Knocks.
Knocks.
Oh, I thought you said nuts. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Beverly's a shapeshifter who knocks.
listen, whatever. So the word comes from German. It's a German word. The word comes from
German.
polter, to make noise or bang, and geist is spirit. So it literally means noisy spirit. And I tell everybody this during our presentations. I should know this off by heart. Anyways, so poltergeist activity usually includes objects moving, flying, or being thrown, loud knocks, banging, loud knocks.
Hell. Oh, dear.
Oh, it knocks grandma.
Oh, straight to hell.
We're on a fucking roll tonight. So loud knocking, banging, or footsteps, lights turning on or off, doors opening or slamming, and items going missing and reappearing. So the key theory is that unlike traditional hauntings that are tied to a location, poltergeist activity is often centered around a person, not a place, or commonly linked to adolescents or people under extreme emotional stress, i.e. puberty.
Yes, anyone that has
Usually
had.
it is said around girls because boys can't be that stressed when they, change. So some researchers believe poltergeist may be psychokinetic energy, so unconscious energy from a living person rather than an external experience. What? No.
Let me rest?
Grandma, let me rest. Anyways, so when we talk to people during our presentations and stuff, when we define our paranormal terms, we usually say that poltergeist is an energy, again, undefined. It is not male. It is not female. It is not, young or old. It is just a massive energy, and that is how we define it. We always tell people that if you put out a lot of negative, you'll get a lot of negative poltergeist experiences. And if you put out a lot of positive, it could be a positive poltergeist. So it'd be playful, fun, all that kind of stuff.
While it's watching you.
Great. And and then we also say, it's when you start giving it a name and identity is when things can turn not to the greatest, because now you're giving this energy pretty much a life, really, right? A defining life. Are they dangerous? Well, they're usually more disruptive than harmful. They rarely cause serious injury. Frank. And often short-lived and stop when the stressor or the individual changes. So in short, a poltergeist equals physical chaos, noise, and movement, and a ghost would be apparitions, voices, and residual presence. Yes. That is the definition.
So that nicely segues into my thing, which is kind of distinguishing ghosts and poltergeists a little bit more. So just to clarify the difference between poltergeists and ghosts, people tend to lump all paranormal activity under the word ghost. But in the paranormal world, that's like calling every animal a dog. Sure, sometimes maybe you're right, but sometimes you're very, very wrong. So let's break it down. Ghosts, as you said, are generally the spirits of deceased human beings. They tend to be tied to a specific place, like a hospital, a battlefield, a house, a specific event, death, tragedy, unresolved trauma, or unfinished business, because apparently the afterlife has terrible customer service. Common ghost characteristics.
I'm at peace.
Common ghost characteristics. So, of course, apparitions. And when we say ghosts, I guess we usually would refer to this as like a spirit rather than just a ghost. Apparitions are shadow figures, cold spots, whispering voices, footsteps, and repeating actions. So walking the same hallway, opening the same door, almost like they're on a loop. Ghosts are often described as passive. They're there, they're eerie, they're named Stacy, but they're not usually throwing your microwave across a room. So an example of a ghost could be a Victorian woman seen nightly at the top of a staircase. She never speaks. She never interacts. She's just standing there. That's a ghost saying, I died here. Please notice me.
Hughes.
Poltergeist.
Hughes. Is Beverly Hughes? Maybe I should write that down.
Oh, yes, write that down. Poltergeists, on the other hand, are physical and confrontational. They don't just want to be noticed, they want attention immediately. Does that sound like a teenage girl? Yes, it does. Classic poltergeist behavior: objects flying across rooms, furniture moving, loud explosive knocking, electronics malfunctioning, physical contact, pinching, pushing, scratching. And here's the key difference for the most part. Poltergeists don't haunt places, they haunt people. In many poltergeist cases, activity centers around one individual, as we've discussed, usually teenagers, especially females, people under intense emotional stress, individuals experiencing trauma, grief, or major life changes. When that person leaves the room or even the house, the activity often but always follows.
They take other forms.
And then they take other forms. So an example could be an aggressive form that it just took. Okay, boys, we're off on our own.
Get right into this one.
So an example, a family experiences flying objects, but only their 14-year-old daughter is home. She goes to school and nothing happens. She visits relatives, the chaos goes away. That's not a ghost tied to a house. That's something tied to a human being. There are instances of poltergeist haunting a building or a location. The reason for that is the location itself keeps recreating the same emotional conditions that cause poltergeist-like activity. For example, that was my hand. Not a poltergeist, just a dog.
Wealthy.
Participate. You don't have to participate in this crazy dog thing. So the reason for that location, I already read that, is that the location keeps recreating the same emotional conditions that cause poltergeist-like activity. So for example, a house where there's constant stress, conflict, or instability, a school, dorm, or workplace with intense pressure or chaos, a family home where generations repeat similar patterns, so trauma, abuse, repression. In this view, the people change, but the emotional environment stays the same. So the activity appears place-based, even though it's actually people-driven. Some paranormal theories suggest buildings can hold emotional or psychological imprints, especially after extreme events, so violence, grief, fear, obsession. If a poltergeist-like presence is attached to a building, believers often describe it as pulling, not intelligent or communicative, repetitive, so the same noises, same time, same actions, triggered by people entering certain rooms or areas. This is sometimes called a residual haunting, where the building acts like a recorder rather than a conscious entity, with the main difference being the activity is more aggressive. What is it? Oh, your thing is back?
Am I changing? I'm changing colors. I go.
What is it?
I wonder if it's just. Look at, I'm giving myself a new hair color. I wonder if it's just. I don't know. Your face is priceless. I don't know.
Well, if I talk, then it goes to me and not you. We've got to see this weird thing.
I don't know. I have a marker. If that's what everyone's wondering what I'm doing.
But what? Because you don't have a background.
No, that's
so
a wall.
It's not that.
It is literally like. Well,
you chased it away.
I blew it up.
Family memories.
I blew up some family memories.
I've been here 500 years.
Now you've been 500 years? I thought it was 200 years. Get your years straight.
My God. Oh, we're never going to get through one of these.
Remains.
My remains.
Oh, my remains? Well, this whole thing goes on and on and on, but we don't have to talk anymore about that. My I'm reading this like I think I've gone way past where I was supposed to read to.
It's okay.
So
A fucking dog, man.
this was supposed to be about why poltergeists haunt buildings or people.
We can get that too in a few seconds.
Yeah. I would
Anyways,
have just kept going. Thanks, boys.
the origin. Thanks. Weird thing above my head. So the origin of poltergeist comes from a mix of language and folklore and historical case reports rather than one single story, myth, or culture. So before the term existed, poltergeist-like activity appeared in medieval Europe, which
My name is Albert.
Okay, Albert and Beverly
And Frank.
and Kelsey. I have all these
And
names.
Johnson.
Albert
Johnson.
I'm writing this down.
Wait. Was it Johnson or Johnston? That was Gladys's last name. Oh, Glottis, as your
Glat.
thing
Like what?
says.
I don't know.
Glottis.
I'd have to take a look.
Stop it.
Anyways,
No.
in medieval Europe, they
No.
blamed it on witches, demons, or restless spirits. Ancient Roman accounts was writings describing invisible forces throwing objects. Celtic and Nordic folklore, mischievous or disruptive unseen entities, sometimes fae related, so fairy related.
Are you
so
okay?
in these areas or eras, not areas.
Sorry.
So in these eras, unexplained movement or noise was almost always interpreted as supernatural punishment, trickery, or moral warning. Dun, dun, dun.
Of course.
So during the Middle Ages, poltergeist activity was often labeled as demonic.
It's them.
It's them. Priests performed exorcisms. The chaos was believed to be caused by evil spirits trying to corrupt or frighten humans. So this view has dominated for centuries, and when you think about it, it still does. So in the 19th and 20th centuries, researchers then began noticing patterns. Activity often followed living individuals, like you were saying.
Oh, it gets lonely. It
Frequently
does get
involved
lonely.
children or teens, and events increased during emotional stress or trauma. So this led to the theory of recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis, or RSPK, which is the unconscious energy released by a person, not a ghost. So, really, dog? Anyways, where am I here? Yeah.
We're here.
Where am I here? We're here. That's right. That is
Well,
correct.
we're here, so we don't know where you are.
Nerd.
Oh, that was great. We're right here, obviously.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I think I just copied and pasted all of that twice. Okay, there you go. So,
No.
Recurrent spontaneous, I had to find this, psychokinesis, so RSPK, is emotional stress releases unconscious energy. That energy causes physical disturbance, and there's no ghost involved. Now, what is he saying? It's a creature.
It's a creature. Yes,
Yeah, it could be a
she's a creature.
Growl.
She's a creature, all right.
What
Oh
is it?
dear.
Growl.
It's just Evie. She's not a creature. She's not growling. Well, she kind of is.
Well, Artie just
She's
did it
playing
too.
with
She
her
just
thing.
Anyways, in this view, poltergeists don't come to be entities. They emerge during moments of emotional overload. So even today, the activity feels intentional. Objects move with force and timing, and witnesses experience fear and confusion. So culturally, people still describe it as something acting out. And then, of course, you've got famous cases that kind of keep these little stories alive. Some of you might know about the Enfield poltergeist, the Bell Witch. Those are famous poltergeist cases that are in the public view. And yeah. I'm reading interesting texts
Oh,
that I'm being
well,
sent. Anyways.
so my arm's gonna fall off. So that leads into why poltergeists might exist, which we just talked about. So, as we know, they're not spirits or ghosts, and they don't drift quietly down the hallways. They don't whisper sad stories of unfinished business. They slam doors, they throw objects, they start fires, and most unsettling of all, they don't seem to belong to a place. Joyce, they follow people.
Says when. Sounds
When?
like me when I was in my teens.
So, why do poltergeists exist at all? As you said, the word poltergeist comes from the German word polter, meaning to make noise, and geist, meaning spirit. But poltergeists don't behave like traditional spirits. They are chaotic, often angry, and strangely very selective. Across centuries of reports, the activity usually centers around one specific person, often a female teenager, almost always someone under intense emotional stress. The Conjuring movies reflect this, always a female, always under stress. The haunting moves when they move. It starts when something changes in their life, and it stops just as abruptly as it began. That alone raises questions. Horror, like horror movies. That's right. One of the most common explanations, especially in modern psychology, is that poltergeists are not external beings at all, and they are manifestations of trauma. Which I love this theory, by the way. It's my theory of why poltergeists exist. In many famous cases, the focused person has recently experienced abuse, loss, repression, extreme fear, or sudden loss of control. If you think about it, poltergeists don't speak in poetry. They often don't offer wisdom. They just lash out. They break things.
Gosh.
They make messes.
Gosh.
They disrupt households, which is exactly the way unprocessed trauma would behave. Some researchers believe poltergeist activity is from the psychokinesis, which you just said, the unconscious release of emotional energy externalized in physical ways. Why are so many poltergeist cases linked to teenagers? Because adolescence is the perfect storm. Identity forming emotions, overwhelmed logic, powerlessness mixed with anger, social pressure, sexual awakenings, fear of being known. In cultures where emotional expression is restricted, especially for young women, that pressure has nowhere to go. So the theory goes, it erupts outward. Walls shake, objects fly, the house becomes unsafe because the inner world already is. If you are or you have a pair, let me start that again. If they killed her because she was a teenager. I can concur that is the way you feel. And I was just about to
That's what they
say,
did in Salem.
if you are a parent of a teenager, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to circle back to what you just said because it's funny that they did not follow along poltergeist and they went straight to witches. Of course, not everyone believes poltergeists are psychological. Some traditions argue poltergeists are non-human entities, and
He
they
says-
hate them.
Talk to me alone. He hates it.
Oh. Not ghosts of the dead, but something else entirely. In folklore, they're described as trickster spirits, elementals, parasites feeding on emotional energy. These entities don't halt places or for history or nostalgia. They attach to people because people produce emotion, fear, anger, grief in abundance. And this view, trauma doesn't create the poltergeist, it attacks it. Attracts it. I can't even read while I'm being attacked. It's leaving scars. How terrible I'm doing trying to read and deal with my own demonic entity here.
Hector.
Oh,
Spectre.
I thought you said Hector.
Oh no.
I will just
Spectre.
say this. So skeptics point out that many poltergeist cases can be explained by hoaxes, attention-seeking behavior, environmental factors like infrasound, memory distortion, group hysteria, and yes, some cases absolutely fall apart under scrutiny. But here's the uncomfortable part. Even when the cause isn't supernatural, the experiences are still real. People still suffer. Families still fracture. Lives still change. The poltergeist comes. Okay. No. The poltergeist becomes a symbol, whether literal or psychological, of something breaking under pressure. Poltergeists don't ask to be believed. They don't want approval. They want disruption. They are messengers, not of the dead, but of the living. And they don't knock politely. That was awesome.
Ba, ba, ba.
Oh, and then I forgot.
Yes.
So,
It looks like a cat.
Joe? It's Joe. Hi, Joe.
Mine said
You
Morris.
weird demonic
before.
thing.
Intelligent Morris. Whatever. Don't care anymore. Anyways.
I don't know why you have some weird thing. Oh, she's quiet.
I don't know either. I don't know either, nor do I care.
I know you.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Where do you know me from?
yikes.
Where do you know Kaz from? Or where do you know Chester from? Where do you know us from?
Or is he talking about the thing above you? He's talking about the weird black mist. He's like, I know you.
Hey, Bob! Sorry, Artie, did I scare you?
Oh, God.
Anyways, let's talk about some famous cases.
Yes.
So I'm going to start off with a famous case from Canada.
Are you doing the one I'm doing?
Which one are you doing?
The Great Amherst Mystery?
Oh, shit, so am I.
Yeah. Well, that's the only one I got, I think.
Well, I was going to talk about the other one, but I don't really want to say much because we are going to a place, this place, I should say. And I kind of, would like to do like a whole podcast probably episode on it one day.
So you talk about this one, and then to be honest, that will probably be good enough anyways.
Okay.
Like as in
Do you have like another one, or did you just have that one?
no, I just had this one. I think I was gonna look for another one.
Okay,
and then
well,
just
and
didn't.
yours is the one from Nova Scotia?
Yep.
Okay. So I have hold on. I will talk about another one here. Actually, there's a whole bunch of them. All right. So I'll let you deep dive into the Amherst one for everyone. Where am I here? Amherst. Okay.
14.
14. I know you, 14. Okay. So there's also the Great Amherst Mystery in Ontario.
Oh.
It's often confused with Nova Scotia, and it's from Amherstburg. So reports there were violent knocking, objects thrown, and an unseen force attacking people. Again, like many early cases, it was initially blamed on demons or witchcraft, then later re-examined as a poltergeist-style disturbance. There's a lesser-known case called the Toronto poltergeist, and that was from the 1960s, 1970s.
Contentment. Don't
So
know
this
that they were
is a
content.
lesser-known case, and it involved household objects moving, loud, unexplained noises, and activity linked to emotional stress within the home. Though not as sensationalized, it appeared in parapsychology discussions and reinforced the idea that poltergeists occur in ordinary urban homes, not just rural old homes. Now, you also have the Dag House disturbance.
I was just looking at some tarot cards that I just bought. Sorry. You called me out. I should have been listening.
There's also the I disappeared again. The Dag House disturbance, which I did talk about.
We did.
What night? In the past, in one of our past what episode was that? Do you remember?
No.
I don't remember either. No.
I'm trying to think what we talked about. I remember it though.
So do I. I remember talking about it because it was one where they sent the girl back to the orphanage or whatever because of it. So yeah. So
graveyards hide secrets.
They do. But okay, so I'll talk about another famous drive. Explain the lights. Drive. So you also have
Help me.
You've helped me. Oh, okay. You also have the Enfield poltergeist, which was in England from 1977 to 1979. That included objects thrown across rooms, furniture sliding.
It scares people.
She does scare people. Furniture sliding on its own, knocking sounds responding intelligently, and a child allegedly speaking in a deep, growling male voice. So this was investigated by members of the Society of Psychical Research. This case inspired The Conjuring 2. And skeptics argue exaggeration or trickery, but some phenomena were witnessed by police officers and journalists. So that's that one. Now, you've also got the Bell Witch, which is in the U.S., and that's the early 1800s. So why is I screamed?
You are generous.
You are generous.
What are you guys talking about?
The Bell Witch. So why is this famous? This story famous? Well, it's about an invisible entity speaking clearly, physical assaults on family members, predicting future events, and death allegedly attributed to this entity. So unlike modern cases, this one blended poltergeist activity with intelligent communication, making it one of America's earliest and creepiest hauntings. There's also the Borley Rectory in England, and that was from the 1920s to the 30s. It was famous for phantom footsteps, messages appearing on walls, and objects thrown violently. As Kaz knows, at least I hope she knows, this location has been dubbed the most haunted house in England.
Yes, I believe I lived not too far from it, and well, not like around the corner, but not too far. And I would have loved to have gone there.
Later investigations suggested fraud and exaggerations, but not all of the incidents were fully explained. And surprise,
Watch out here.
Eliza, watch out
Watch
here.
out here.
Eleanor.
Good
Why
grief.
is it Eleanor? Because I'm about to ready to talk about the Amityville Horror House. We all know where that is. Why is this place famous for poltergeist stuff? Well, slamming doors, objects flying, strange smells, cold spots, physical reactions from witnesses, and honest. So while often labeled a hoax, many researchers argue it fits the profile of a poltergeist-infested location tied to emotional trauma rather than traditional haunting. And emotional trauma is just got trauma, period.
I'm a bit on the fence about that place. My friend's mother lived down the street.
Yeah.
I think her stepmother, actually. And she's like, none of that stuff really happened. It was all embellished. And then because the family was not doing so great, and they started getting attention. And then
I think a lot of it has to do with, yes, a murder did occur there, like 100%. Like it's documented. It did occur. You know, it's the Defoe family, right? Yeah, like that did happen, and of course, you know, you take that story and you run with it.
They think it was the brother, right?
No, he was arrested and charged.
Who was it?
The son of the family.
Oh, the son. Okay.
Brother, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a nose ring.
Nose ring.
Nose ring?
Right here.
Yeah.
See it.
I have not worn my nose ring in a long
Girl!
time. Girl, your nose ring is popping.
Anyways, all right. So I will talk about one of these experiences, and it's called the Rosenheim poltergeist. Now, in the autumn of 1967, something strange began to plague a quiet law office in the Bavarian town of Rosenheim, Germany. So at first, it was small, annoying even. Light bulbs flickered and burst without warning. Fuses blew repeatedly. Phones rang endlessly, sometimes dialing numbers on their own. But as days passed, the disturbance escalated into something far more unsettling. So heavy filing cabinets shifted, office lamps swung violently as if yanked by invisible hands. Electrical meters spun so fast they defied the limits of their design, even when power was supposedly shut off. Engineers were called in, then physicists, then parapsychologists. No one could explain why the building behaved as if it was alive and angry. What made the Rosenheim case infamous wasn't
Menace.
yeah, it was a menace. Wasn't just the activity, but who witnessed it. So electricians, technicians, and skeptical professionals observed the phenomenon firsthand. Instruments confirmed Natalie. Instruments confirmed abnormal electrical surges with no identifiable source. This was not rumor or hearsay. It was measured, documented, and deeply troubling. So as investigators, resentment. As investigators dug deeper, a pattern emerged. So the disturbances seemed strongest when a 19-year-old secretary was present. When she left the building, the activity diminished. When she returned, chaos followed. Some theorize unconscious psychokinesis, emotional stress manifesting physically. Others believe she was the focal point of an external force feeding off of tension and anxiety. Then, just as suddenly as it began, the activity stopped. So no ritual, no exorcism, no dramatic confrontation. The secretary eventually left her position and the office fell silent. Lights stayed steady, phones behaved, meters spun only when they were supposed to.
I had one eye.
I had one eye. I thought it was going to say I had one job. So to this day, the Rosenheim poltergeist remains one of the most disturbing and credible poltergeist cases on record, not because it featured ghostly apparitions or whispered voices, but because it attacked reality itself. Wires, electricity, physics, things that should not bend to fear did exactly that. So was it a mind under pressure, unknowingly lashing out, or something unseen using a human presence as a conduit? Rosenheim never answered that question. It simply went quiet and left the world uneasy.
My lord.
I had the name of that lady. What was her name? I had the name of her. I don't know. I'll have to find it. I was like,
The girl, the 19-year-old.
Yeah. I don't
It would
remember.
be interesting to know where she went to if it
Followed?
followed.
Yeah. I don't know. It's posted. It's ready to be posted, but
Well, I will tell you then the infamous story. In the late 1800s, in a quiet town in Nova Scotia, something began knocking on the walls of a small wooden house. At first, it was just noise. Then objects started flying. Then fires broke out. Then a message appeared on the wall that read, "Esther Cox, you are mine to kill." This is the story of the Great Amherst Mystery, Canada's most famous poltergeist case, and the young woman at its center. Esther Cox was 18 years old in 1878. She lived in Amherst, Nova Scotia, in a crowded house with her sister Olive, Olive's husband Daniel Teed, and several other family members. Esther's life had not been easy. Her mother died shortly after she was born, and her father was mostly absent. By all accounts, she was quiet, hardworking, and deeply attached to her family. There was nothing about her that suggested she would become the center of the most infamous paranormal case in North America's history until something happened. In the late summer of 1878, Esther went for a drive with a local man, often named in accounts as Bob McNeil. Whatever happened during the outing shaped the rest of her life. According to later testimony, the man attempted to sexually assault her and threatened her with a gun. Esther escaped physically unharmed, but emotionally shaken and terrified. Just days later, strange things began happening inside the house, and they all seemed to follow Esther. It started with noises, loud, unexplained banging and scratching. Gorgeously.
what?
Gorgeously. But spelled Oh no, it's about right. It just looks weird because of the way it's.
I like
the
how
way
I'm like
the
leaning
thing-
in to see, and I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna see that?
So loud, unexplained banging and scratching sounds came from the walls and floors, often in the room where Esther was sleeping. Then the activity escalated. Books shook violently, objects flew across rooms, dishes and cutlery lifted into the air and crashed to the floor. Doors slammed shut on their own. Witnesses said these events almost never happened unless Esther was present. Soon the phenomena became dangerous. Matches fell from the ceiling. Furniture caught fire. What was that voice? Esther's clothing burst into flames while she was wearing it. Doctors, clergy, neighbors, dozens of people came to witness what was happening. Many claimed they saw the events firsthand. This wasn't just family rumor anymore. At one point, a message appeared written on the wall in Esther's bedroom. Esther Cox, you are mine to kill. Witnesses claimed Esther herself was asleep at the time. The unforeseen force also seemed to communicate through knocks, answering questions with a specific number of raps. Some believed multiple entities were involved. Esther herself began experiencing. Sorry, I went too far and now my whole page is gone.
Oh
Hold on. Esther herself began experiencing physical symptoms during episodes: sudden swelling, fever like chills, seizure like fits, extreme exhaustion. At times, she said she could see the presence tormenting her. The town of Amherst was divided. Some believed she was possessed, some believed she was cursed, and others believed she was faking the whole thing. Oh, fuck. Enter Walter Hubble, an American actor with an interest in psychic phenomena. Hubble moved into a house and stayed for weeks, documenting what he claimed to witness. He later published a book called The Great Amherst Mystery. Supposedly.
no! Supposedly.
Oh. According to Hubble, he personally saw objects thrown without visible force, furniture moving on its own, fire starting spontaneously, intelligent responses from unseen force. His book made Esther famous and infamous. Critics later accused Hubble of exaggeration, but at the time, his account was taken seriously by many. Eventually, Esther left the house, hoping the activity would stop. She found work as a domestic servant for a local man named Arthur Davidson. Not long after she arrived, Davidson's barn burned down. He accused Esther of setting the fire. Despite her claims of innocence and despite her reputation as a victim of unexpected fires, Esther was arrested, tried, and convicted of arson. She was sentenced to 4 months in jail. Here's the strange part.
My
During
name is
her
Albert.
time, pardon?
Says my name is Albert.
Not Arthur. We already have Albert. You said that before.
Yeah, just wait. You keep talking. I got something to tell you afterwards.
Oh. During her time in prison, the poltergeist activity stopped completely. She was released after 1 month for good behavior, and when she returned to normal life, the disturbances never returned. Esther Cox went on to live a relatively quiet life. She married, had children, and eventually moved to Massachusetts. She died in 1912 at the age of 52, and she never publicly recanted her story. Today, the Amherst mystery is remembered as a classic poltergeist case, a possible example of trauma-induced phenomenon, or a cautionary tale about how a vulnerable young woman became the center of public spectacle. Whether you believe the events are paranormal, psychological, or something in between, one thing is clear. Whatever haunted that house in Amherst didn't stay there. It followed a young woman who had already survived something terrifying and disappeared only after she lost her freedom.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, and that's poltergeist for you.
Yes.
Listen.
Who did you find? Who have you
found-
been?
I found Albert.
Oh,
Albert, remember how we got Albert and I got, was it you got Albert and I got Johnson or whatever?
we
it
got
was?
Johnson.
Yeah, okay. So I looked him up.
Of
Oh my
course.
God, my name is Albert again, right? So I looked
Yes.
him up. Well, Albert William Johnson was born May 16th, 1917. He died June 26, 1991 at the age of 74. He's buried in your backyard. He's buried at Cartwright.
Oh, goodness sake. I'm telling you, last week I told you we're going to eventually have every single one there mapped out.
That's like number 3 now.
Yes.
You were
Well,
stupid.
hi, Albert. I mean, you're all
He just said
welcome.
you are stupid.
What? Store? I'm storing them all. We are. We are pretty much storing them all.
So yeah,
Come with us. Albert, if you are here, can you move something in the background?
or tell
Throw
us the
one of
name
these
of your
hats.
wife. What's the name?
Ooh.
What's your wife's name? Because I have that too now.
Yes,
And
tell
your
us your wife's name. Your wife and your son's name. Take it
What is
away,
it?
Albert.
Albert, what's your wife's name or your son's name or your daughter's name? But I think it's probably easy. Yeah, whatever you could say. Albert. No, we're quiet. You want to talk?
Yeah. He's like, oh crap.
He's like, shit, she found me. Do not do that because I will
Ex-
find you.
Exactly. I'm telling you. That's why we say first and last name.
Doesn't take me long.
Arcade. Going to the arcade, Albert?
Please leave here.
Please
Oh.
leave here. He's like, I'm telling you shit no more.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't sign up for my wife and kids to come back.
I just
That's
wanted to be.
okay.
I just wanted to be the poltergeist for the night.
Yeah, we're glad you came through and you told us your name.
Yeah.
We love it.
Mhm.
I mean, eventually we're making our way through Cartwright
I
Cemetery,
was
so
gonna say.
that's good. Anyone from Devitt Cemetery? Anyone at all? You
You
want
know
to
what
come
the funny
through?
part is? I bet you if you were to go to Cartwright, the people we found are probably all within a small little circle of eeach other.
Well, yes, because it's not a big cemetery, but I can't even go in there because they haven't plowed it. And so the snow plows being through so many times, it's just this giant wall. I couldn't even
Well, then you know
climb
what? Maybe
over it.
once the spring hits, spring summer, you and I will go and we'll just have a conversation with everybody in there and we'll post it.
Yeah, we should.
And be like, listen.
I mean, it took me ages to find Mildred, who's literally the first freaking headstone as you go in.
And
But
that's
to my
why-
credit, it's because it's a double-sided one and her parents are buried one side and have a different last name. So when I was trying to find them, she was on the other side and I couldn't see that from the road. But it took me 45 minutes to finally figure out
So yeah.
where she was.
We will have a whole episode on that. But anyways, I guess that's it for Poltergeist today. There's tons to talk
Yes.
about him, but they all kind of have the same.
We're family.
We're family.
We're family from the Devitts. Yeah, you are literally all family there. So what's your name? Give us your names. Please.
I've got enough names on here right now.
Well, we're looking for Devitts.
I have a Sarah,
Yes, it's a Sarah Devitt.
a Natalie, a Sarah.
I don't think there was a Natalie.
No, that's kind of more of a newer name, but
Yeah, but Sarah, I believe.
well,
What?
what?
Touch.
Mm.
I don't know that you want to. I don't think I want to be touched. Thanks.
I
I just want you to open the cupboards.
Listen, I don't know how many times I've ever been touched, and half the time I don't even friggin' know. So, or do I even acknowledge it?
That's true. They're probably like, hello. And you're like, "Dur, dur, 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 dur."
So what was that? What? Hold on, let me go back to sleep. And
Yeah.
if you've had an experience, I was gonna say an episode. If you had an experience with a poltergeist, it could have been an episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear about it, or if you've got an interesting story about one that's not the movie, because no skeletons are coming out. Poltergeists don't have anything to do with native burial grounds or digging a hole in your backyard for a pool. It has nothing.
What? Gnashes? What the frick does that mean?
I have no idea.
Oh, you know what that means? It's like when something gnashes, and
Oh.
Evie was just doing that at the toy.
You've helped me. You've helped me.
Oh, thanks,
That's
Albert.
the second time I've gotten that tonight.
Well, because you looked Albert up and found his name.
Sure. I do that for them all. But anyways, we'd love to hear your experiences. So send them to us. Email paranormalpodcast@gmail.com. So PAREHNORMAL@podcast@gmail.com. Or you can post on our Facebook or send us a message, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. We're around. We'll read them. Respond. Like, we just want to hear your experiences. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's it.
Nosy.
What is next episode? I can never remember. Is it
The highway. No.
no?
What's the
Is it
next one?
why we can't we can't find Aunt Linda?
What?
Is it the science one, or do we already, oh shit, I can't even remember.
I don't know, and I can't look mine up. I know it's something that I was like, oh, I don't need to. I'm just gonna add a little bit. So
Yeah, or is it the equipment one? Like,
I think it's
why,
the equipment one.
yeah, why we have all this equipment, but none of it can give us 100% that ghosts exist.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's that one
Technology.
because I was like, I have nothing to research there.
Yeah.
I
I got some
nothing.
I went the scientific route and got some stuff.
No, I'm gonna
Pain.
as time slows to a crawl. In
And
other
this one
words,
says-
wrap it up, ladies.
And this one says pain.
They're like, can you just shut up and end the freaking episode?
Okay, boy.
That's amazing. So sorry. Jesus. Are you boys coming with us when we go away next weekend?
Yeah, are you guys gonna come to the house?
Better.
Innocent.
They're like, what? We're
Yeah,
not doing anything. You have to come play with the kids. Not that I think there are kids there. but whatever.
You guys can sit. We could strap you in the back seat in the middle together.
I have to say, the barn. You want to go to the barn? Not right now.
He wants to go sit in the pews.
You can go sit in the pews.
That's why he's dirty.
Maybe that's what he does.
Oh
Go
shit.
knock yourself out. I mean, when we were there, the equipment started going off when Chester had. Prior to that, the equipment wasn't really doing much. And then I put Chester out and we put the ball in his lap, infamously now creating this weird thing in every picture that he has. But yeah, and then the ball started going off, and then the REM pod went off, and then that other thing went off. So maybe,
My voice.
to be honest with
You
you,
use my voice.
yes, you have to use your voice. I think so much stuff was going on in that apartment and we missed it all because we were in the other one and we didn't even think to put cameras up. We
Well,
were
we
too busy eating your delicious cake and
How
all
did
the
we
other
forget?
food.
Yeah, we kind of, yeah. It's kind of
Well,
what happened. Oh, but anyway,
Redemption tour next weekend
I don't know. I don't even know what round this is.
for you guys. For
4?
me, it's my second one.
5? I don't even know.
For
It's
Ryan and Liz, it's like another weekend.
493.
Yeah, oh my God. They love that place. I don't
Yeah.
blame them.
No, neither do I. But anyways, we're off, guys. Have a great one. And we will be back next week with the weirdest topic in the world, and we're just gonna chat about it, and God knows where it's gonna take us. But it should be fun.
Whoever knows.
But have a great week. Stay warm because it's getting cold again, and enjoy the snow because it's just like last week. One dumping a week, apparently.
Oh, wow.
I say bye. Harold says bye. Albert says bye.
He's already gone.
I was
He was
gonna
like,
say he's already
thanks.
laughing.
What do you say there, Chester? Can you say bye-bye? Say cheerio.
Fuck off.
You say anything?
Eat shit. What about you? Last chance to say anything before I hit end.
Disaster.
Took something. Disaster. Okay. What did you take, Chester?
And with that, we will end this. It sounds like a disaster
Bye.
outside.
Yeah, it's very windy.
Anyways, all right. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye, Chester. Bye.